Heather O'Rourke's legacy is in the spotlight when Poltergeist 3 premieres nationwide. Heather O'Rourke's 12-year-old death is one of Hollywood's most sad mysteries. She was famous for playing Carol Ann in Poltergeist, enchanting viewers with her angelic looks and ability. Want to be an artist when you grow up? Her abrupt digestive disorder-related death stunned the globe and left unanswered concerns. Legendary filmmaker Ron Howard has spoken after decades of speculation. His alarming revelations may impact all we knew about Heather's tragic death. Unexpected star Heather O'Rourke charmed Hollywood. A single chance event launched Heather O'Rourke's Hollywood fairy tale career. In 1980, at 5 years old, she joined her mother Kathleen to the MGM studio lot, where her older sister Tammy was practicing. She had an ordinary day until a great filmmaker discovered her. While casting Poltergeist, Steven Spielberg saw Heather eating peacefully in the MGM commissary. Something about her stood out. The golden hair, beautiful blue eyes, and naive yet curious nature. She wasn't another kid. Something wonderful and magnetic existed. Spielberg was fascinated immediately. He started chatting, curious. Heather, unaware she was talking to one of Hollywood's most important directors, replied politely but didn't seem interested. Spielberg was much more intrigued. Heather's reactions were genuine and unforced, just what he wanted, unlike many young hopefuls anxious for professional attention. He asked Kathleen whether Heather would audition for Poltergeist. However, what transpired next revealed that talent goes beyond timing. Heather was overwhelmed when she first read lines. Bright lights, unfamiliar process, it was all new. She froze, unable to speak. Spielberg saw something more in her and persisted. He advised her to unwind. He then requested something simple. "Scream!" she screamed in terror, like she was in a nightmare. Heather inhaled deeply and let out a piercing scream that sent shivers through the room. Spielberg knew then. It was more than an audition. This was Carol Ann Freeling. Decision made. Heather became the spooky thriller star child, changing her life. She was amazing on set. Despite her youth, she showed emotion beyond expectations. Not just a role. She played the innocent but horrified Carol Ann, bringing the film's unsettling mood to life. Her line, "They're here," delivered with wonder and terror, endured in cinema for decades. Instant success for the picture. Cultural phenomena, Poltergeist, making Heather famous suddenly. She became one of Hollywood's most sought-after child actors, garnering offers for TV commercials and films. She returned for Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, and 3 to prove she wasn't a one-time wonder. She was formidable. As her fame grew, so did expectations. Hollywood embraced her. At a cost. Career-long hours on set, constant travel, and a demanding academic schedule began to wear her down. Despite her cheerfulness and professionalism, her loved ones recognized the hardship behind her smile. Heather was originally promised an E.T. part, but few knew. Poltergeist schedule difficulties prevented me from accepting the extraterrestrial. Spielberg, a mentor in her life, subsequently said Heather had innate talent that could have fit any part. She had talent, but Hollywood's machine took more than it offered. Heather O'Rourke's stardom was rapid, spectacular, and unforgettable. However, behind the dazzling lights and adoring crowds lay obstacles that would prove stronger than anyone expected. Beyond the spotlight, what happened? Stay tuned as we reveal Hollywood's kid stardom's darker side. Heather O'Rourke's ascent to stardom seemed like a Hollywood fairy tale, but beyond the shine and red carpets was a narrative of perseverance, sacrifice, and hidden challenges. Her family's continuous pursuit of a better life propelled her to celebrity, even in hard times. Was born in San Diego, California, on December 27, 1975, into a family that struggled financially. Heather and her older sister Tammy were supported by Kathleen and Michael O'Rourke, who worked hard. Michael, a carpenter, struggled to find steady work, while Kathleen worked odd jobs. The family lived in a trailer due to financial hardship. Despite everything, their unshakable relationship kept them together. Even with sacrifices, Kathleen and Michael wanted to provide their daughter's opportunity. When Heather's acting career took off, the family faced new financial challenges. Acting went beyond talent. It took money, headshots, agencies, and auditions. Each stage cost money they didn't always have. Kathleen stretched every dollar to get Heather to casting calls. Kathleen drove Heather's career. Her role went beyond motherhood. She was Heather's biggest supporters, manager, and the one who made sure she had all she needed to succeed. Driving her to auditions, staying on set, and managing household duties, she tried to insulate Heather from Hollywood fame's pressures. However, Michael battled with their daughter's rising fame. Had long been the family's main provider, but now Heather's acting income supports them. Managing his fatherhood and Hollywood career was difficult, and problems occurred. But the O'Rourkes stayed together, believing Heather might alter their lives. Their efforts paid off when Heather played Carol Ann Freeling in Poltergeist. Success of the film changed things. Her earnings helped the family move from their trailer to a house. They had never felt so financially secure. Success didn't just help Heather. It enabled her sister Tammy to become an entertainer. Beyond the financial alleviation, Heather's successes made her family proud. Not just a child star, she showed that perseverance and talent could overcome any obstacle. Kathleen constantly praised Heather's kindness, humility, and hard work despite her prominence. Heather was a director's dream because of her gentleness and obedience, but subsequently it became her biggest hardship. Hollywood has an unknown cost, and Heather, a young star, felt the demands. Fame and expectations soared on her little shoulders. Perfectionism, long filming schedules, and the pressure of being a public figure at such a young age took their toll. Heather's childhood was over. Being professional, meeting deadlines, and performing flawlessly were key. Heather's love of performing continued. She lived for the sparkle, cameras, and adulation of being on film despite the sacrifices, demands, and hardships. Was it a dream come true, or was fame more complicated? Heather loves performing and fame, so join us as we explore celebrity. Heather O'Rourke, a kid star's passion and Hollywood's demands. When Heather O'Rourke first stood in front of a camera, it was evident that acting was her calling. Her charisma, enthusiasm, and talent made her a natural performer, enthralling audiences and industry insiders. Heather put on family shows as a child before Hollywood came calling. Ready? Where's Robbie? Just Katrina. Her mother remembered how she would make everyday situations magical with funny skits and dramatic acts, dazzling everyone. When Heather got her first big job, her love for acting intensified. She enjoyed every step of filmmaking, unlike many young actresses who suffer with industry constraints. She enjoyed the creative cooperation, bonding with her co-stars and treating every set like home. Insiders recall